Hey guys, this is Dubulicious. We're going to walk through a timed attack. In this timed attack, we're waiting for our leader to point out a target, which is Funzilla 916 in this case. When the leader points out the target, you go through the motions of attacking the target, selecting your attack fleet, and looking at the time it would take you to get there. My time was 1 minute 36 seconds, so I go back over to the chat and add 136 as the other attackers add their attacks because they went through the same motion. It's important not to attack at that point. You're just in there to select your attack fleet. And it's also important to get the correct attack fleet because troops travel at different times. So make sure your attack fleet is back home and that you are selecting them before getting your time. In this case, I have the highest time, and so I'm waiting on Funzilla to tell me to go. Once he is sure that everybody's chimed in and he knows who has the longest time, he's going to pull the trigger and tell me to go. I wait until he says that, and then I report back, I'm going in 10, or I'm going, and then I'm doing a 10 count. So they're all headed over to the Alliance battles to wait for me. I'm selecting my attack fleet and counting to 10 to hit set out. Once I hit set out, my attack will show up under the Alliance battles and it'll show my fleet time. They're waiting until their time to attack shows up on my time to synchronize the timed attack. A synchronized timed attack means everybody's hitting at the same time. It allows you to get through the target's defenses without suffering a lot of losses. It also allows a group of people to get through very heavily fortified defenses. So I'm watching the red marker. All 8 of us now that had chimed in are synced up. So I'm going to head over to Alliance Battles and see how well we did. And in this case, if everyone's counters are going down within a second of each other, then we did a good job. As you're watching to join the attack, be sure to give yourself a buffer of 4 or 5 seconds to go through the motions. So when you see 4 or 5 seconds before your attack time shows up, that's when you should start selecting the target and hitting attack so it's synced up. You're also watching to see if the target is reinforcing, and in this case, our target was reinforcing, and that shows up in the blue. Keep an eye on the chat at the bottom in case the leader pulls out. If your attack force is weaker or there are a lot of reinforcements, we may want to withdraw, and it is very important to watch and see if there's going to be a withdrawal, you want to get out of there or you're going to get killed. During the attack, you can watch that red bar, which means that we're kicking their butt. And you're also watching the chat for any further instructions. After the attack, you can go into the battle report and check out and see how you did. We'd already hit this guy once, so we didn't really get a lot of resources, but we did kill a lot of people. I took heavy losses, over 12,000 losses, because my fleet wasn't set up correctly. And we'll get into fleet setup later, but you need a meat shield, and I didn't have one at this time. And so I lost a lot of snipers and cannons.